Okay, so going into my robot design, our team chose a search and rescue type goal for the type of robots that we wanted to create. So we have 5 team members, including myself. So 5 different robots. My robot choice was a like searching robot, so it would search through like tough terrain, maybe like a collapsed burning building or something like that. As like an example, it would navigate through that terrain and be able to detect the presence of people and alert people remotely to like a control center where these robots are being controlled wirelessly and remotely. It would alert them that there are humans at this location via like a GPS device attached to it. Unfortunately, Tinkercad doesn't have any sort of GPS module attached to it, so I wasn't able to use that. However, the rest of the parts are all here, thankfully. So for obstacle avoidance, you have the ultrasonic sensors right here. Um, those are set up, and the way they work is that there is a distance threshold right here, and those are set up as global variables above all the functions here. So that distance would be directly linked to the readings coming from the ultrasonic sensor. If the ultrasonic sensor detected something that was too close to it, um, and I'm not going to worry about the exact number on here. Just I'm kind of just doing a hypothetical because you'd have to test it. But if they detected it, like an obstacle that was too close to it, it would try and move right and then keep moving. And then if it detects another obstacle, it would turn again and so on. It's kind of just a loop uh, of logic to basically avoid obstacles but still keep the robot moving. Movement would be based on like a track, almost like how tanks have a track that would be hooked up to gears, hooked up to 2 DC motors here. Um, the power source here is a 9-volt battery. Obviously, it's for a prototype. You would use something different in real life, but for this, Tinkercad is very limited, so we had to use a 9-volt battery. The photoresistor cell here is to represent like the infrared detection of people, and the detecting like heat sources and stuff. Um, they didn't, again, Tinkercad didn't have the specific part that I needed, and so I'd use a photoresistor cell. That is an analog reading, so it hooks up here via the green wire. Um, all these ultrasonic sensor pins are hooked up from 7 to 4, and then the motors are hooked up to 13 through 10, no, 13 through 9. Sorry. The LED here is just like a status light to show like the state of the actual robot. Obviously, you need resistors for these to not overload the circuits. Um, and the battery is hooked up to the VN slot, which powers the actual Arduino, and the Arduino can send that power to the other components. Um, and then from the Arduino, you take the 5-volt power connector that's an output, and it connects to the positive uh, column on the breadboard, um, or row, I guess. And then you have ground hooks up to negative. You also have that on the battery. Um, DC motor, same thing, hooks up to the ground. Um, and yeah, all this is wired so that the Arduino is the microcontroller, and it controls all these parts. The code is pretty simple so far. It's just prototype again. So there is obstacle avoidance, motor control functions. Motor control is just for the movement. The obstacle avoidance is the logic for how it's supposed to move. Um, and yeah, so that is pretty much my device. I hope you guys found this helpful.